Hi, my name is Freya. I was taking English Literature, Photography and Performing Arts, and I'm going to talk about how you make study periods effective. So depending on what subjects you have and how many you take, 3 or 4, you'll have a different amount of study periods. So I know that in my first year, I had Tuesdays completely free, and then I think I had 1 full day. And then the rest, your lessons are like scattered around your timetable. Maybe you have some period 5, so that's after school. So if you have a lot of study periods, then here are a few of my tips that I'd recommend. First of all, if you did want to, you can bring in your own laptop. You just have to connect it to the school Wi-Fi, but the people over in the IT office can do that for you. That's if you feel more comfortable in a big open space, so you can study if you want to in the common room, which a few of us have been doing throughout sixth form. If not, there's a lot of spaces that are available to you. So we've got 2 study rooms, this one here, and then there's one just across over there, across the balcony. And we also have an area in the library, which I'm sure you're aware of, it's just around the corner. So the computers are always available. A second thing, if you did want to, you can have your own locker. There's 2 locker blocks just by the yellow stairs. So that means that you can keep some big folders for your work. I know personally doing English literature, I have a lot of textbooks, so I used to keep them in my locker, and then during study periods I just go back and maybe annotate a few pages and just do whatever you feel comfortable with. Study periods aren't really for going to the shops, it's more to get your revision done early so you don't really have to do as much at home during the times where you don't have exams coming up. Another thing I wanted to say, for art and photography students, there's of course the Mac room in the art department, which is always open, and if you wanted to do work in the dark room, then you can just ask Mr. Proctor. He's been very nice and accommodating. He's let a few of us in there during our study periods or when the other art students aren't using it. There's also the art room just around the corner of the Mac room, so if you're taking art and want to get ahead of your studies and just do some practical work in there, then that's always available. There's also the big graphics room, which I know Mrs. Cook lets people in during their study periods and sometimes after school if you want to get ahead of your work. So there's lots of different practical areas where you can base yourself and get away and have a zen time to just recuperate and get on with your work. Right. Go.
Okay.
Right, I need a glass of water. I should have a water bottle. Oh, are you ready? We'll start again.
Okay.